Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I've brought you somewhere special up here in Northeast Oregon. This is actually a location that I found years ago, and I found some gold in it, and I've always wanted to come back, so I thought I'd bring you with me. Now this is what's known as a tertiary deposit. Go ahead and say that with me. Tertiary. So what is a tertiary deposit? Well, you are looking at it. You are seeing an ancient river and Columbia River basalts on top. So lava is lazy. It does not want to climb a hill. So it's going to take rivers, canyons. It's going to find the path of least resistance. This river was that path. So the river came through, it destroyed the river, and I'll show you some footage with the GoPro here in a little bit. But the top like 1.5 feet of rock is baked black. A lot of these rocks have been cooked from the heat, and I found gold in the upper layers. So there's gold going down. So our plan is today is to run the metal detector from one end to the other, checking for nuggets. And then we're gonna go ahead and find what we think is the best place to sample from. And we're gonna bring home some buckets of material, which we will then run through the gold cube so we can actually get an idea if this is a worthwhile place to come back to get some material every now and then, or if this is just a fun little geological oddity to show people on camera so that they can understand what the geology was like years and years ago. So let's get the metal detector out and start searching. So what machine are we going to be using? Well, if you guys have been watching this series, you've probably seen me with this machine. Now this is the new Nocta Macro Gold Finder 2000. It is a direct competition for the Gold Monster 1000. It's a high frequency machine. I believe it's either 61 or 64 kilohertz. I'll put that right here. What I really like about this machine, it came with 2 coils. It came with a little 5-inch, and it came with this larger 10 by 5.5 search coil. This is really nice. That's what we're going to be using to check over these rocks right here. One thing I like about it more than the Gold Monster is it is extendable. So being a tall guy, I really like a machine that I can set up for my height, and this is really, really nice. Now the main feature that sold me on this machine, and I really want to thank Gary at Capital Prospecting for lending me this machine for this trip, is the fact that I can just get up out of my van, turn it on, and go. So all I'm going to do is hit the power button. It's going to turn on and go through its little wake up mode, and boom, it's ready. I can start detecting right now. Now it's got 2 modes, all metal, which is kind of what I've been enjoying more, and it's got just the ferrous. So that's really, really nice. You're not hearing any sounds for the iron, just the ferrous, but I'm finding that I'm getting less interference when it's on all metal compared to when it's set up on the ferrous setting. See that? Or hear that beeping already? So when you put it to just the ferrous, it really picks up that extra interference around you. So I've just been doing the all metal mode, and it was finding some great lead up there, up by the dredge, and little tiny pieces of lead too. And this thing was screaming. So I want to keep playing with this and hopefully find some gold. So we're going to start working our way along this tertiary deposit, and hopefully we'll find something. Let's go. Okay, so I know I said we were going to have that big coil on, but this is really tight work, and I've already had a couple interesting signals, and I went ahead and went to the small coil. So we're going to work back over where we were and see if we can find those signals that we had and just continue working our way down. So check this out, guys. I am right along the top where the basalt came over the river gravel, and you guys can see how these rocks have been baked red and are connected to the basalt. And we're searching this area. Now I found gold from this layer. I actually dug right over there years ago. And we're just going to keep working over this area. I had a couple interesting targets, but they disappeared on me as I dug them. That's showing iron. I did find some garbage right in here a minute ago, and that's saying it's iron, so we're not going to mess with it. we're just going to keep working along here like this, just as we come around here where I feel like we're getting into better material that may not have as much trash in the slough, so we'll be able to detect the slough better. But this wall is pretty cool. It's got a lot of sand in it, which is interesting. I gotta say one more thing about this machine, and that's I really like how I can adjust the length of it. So working along this wall, I can shorten it up so that I can, you know, search this wall like this. See, this is really sandy material, and I like being able to have it nice and close, but once I start doing the slough, I can extend it out and get a little bit longer swing. But that's a lot better than a lot of machines where you're pretty much stuck with the shaft length. We will go back over this with the big coil. We'll get this all swung over, and then I'll get the big coil on it, and we'll swing over it one more time, and then I'll pull my coil forward, and then we'll fill up some buckets with material to take home. Looks like we're reaching the end before it gets covered in slough. All right, so we're not sure what we have in here yet. Seems like I have it in the scoop. All right, so it's some kind of something. Little chip of metal, maybe, or I don't know. We'll check this out in a little bit and see what it is. But I picked it up. Now it's showing as an iron, and I dropped it. All right, so we have searched this tertiary deposit pretty well with the metal detector, and I'm not surprised we didn't find any nuggets. The gold district up above here wasn't really known for nuggets. It did get pickers all the time, but it was mainly fine gold. The best gold is just on the other side of the mountain towards the Sumter area. But I found this nice little spot right here. Let me set my stuff down. I found a nice little spot right here where you guys can see these big rocks that in the river had built up. So we're going to dig right below there, and we're going to get material out, and then we will break down these rocks into that area and get that material as well. And this is where we're going to get our sample. All right, so this was a fun spot. We did some detecting. We've got 2 buckets. I met the people who actually live by here, and they're pretty excited to find out what we find at this location, and I got their number so I can call them back. Buck, I hope you see this video. Thanks for the conversation. You're a really nice guy. I wanted to show you guys these rocks though, because here's the basalt layer. Here's the hole I punched. And you guys can see that even down here, these rocks have been baked. They're dark, they're miscolored, purely from being baked by this super hot lava up here. And you can see how the lava, when it first contacted the water, it was all exploding with steam, so it's real rough on the bottom. It's not got little round nodules from the rocks. It's real rough from all the steam. So we're gonna get that dirt home, and we're gonna see how much gold we can find. So let's go back to the house. All right, guys, we're back home. It's been about a week since we were up there in Northeast Oregon. I hope that you've been enjoying these videos. So today we are going to be running the gravel from the tertiary vein. As you can see, we're also set up with my phone back here because if you follow me on TikTok, you guys can actually watch my cleanups live. Now here on YouTube, I don't bore you guys with the cleanup process. So after we got done classifying that material, we got exactly 5 gallons of material. That bucket is full right to the brim. So we're going to run that through the gold cube and we'll be right back with how much gold we got. Okay guys, we got the material from the tertiary deposit ran. Let me show you the gold. All right, so that's not horrible. I mean, it's not like the Umpqua River, and there's a lot of fine gold in there that the gold cube, the GoPro, it's not so good at picking up that fine gold. But we did find some. So I'm pretty excited about that because I've been thinking about that area for a few years now. I'm not sure if I'll go back to that spot anytime soon, but I am going to call the homeowner who lives right above there and let him know that there is gold there. That way he can take his grandkids down and teach them how to gold pan and just have a good time. So, Buck, if you're watching this, thanks for chatting with me. I had a good time talking with you. And everybody else, thanks for watching today. Let me put that down. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit that bell notification. That way you know when I'm putting out more videos. And until next time, guys, bye.